touch everything, smell everything, taste everything. And that's how you develop like your sensory memory.
Let's switch to the fun part, the tasty part. Let's talk about your two bottles. And if you don't mind, let's talk about flavor profiles, aroma, anything you'd like. But let's talk about what makes it late harvest, how that affects things. Jump right in and talk about those.
So we have two products right now. We're bringing in a third one. It's not on the market yet, but very soon it will be. Our early harvest olive oil is the white bottle, which is made from olives that we harvest starting from October until mid-November. And the way that we determine those days are not like set in stone days. You know, the way that we determine, like I told you about how we determine the start of the harvest. And the moment that we switch from early to mature harvest is when the olives start turning into this purplish color, not black, but like not green also. Like as months pass, the green olives, unripe green olives, start to ripen and then change in color. When we see that change into purple, that's the moment we say, okay, early harvest is done. Now we're doing mature harvest. And then everything else that we harvest until then, which is around mid-November till January, is considered mature harvest. That's the distinction between the two. The mature harvest is the black bottle. And when it comes to flavor profile, there's one disclaimer that I want to make in general about these like flavor profiles. I think to really understand and feel and, you know, say, yes, I get this smell in any olive oil or in wine. I'm not much of an expert in wine, but you have to have a sensory memory. You know, you have to have that experience in your mind. You know, as a child, for example, I still remember it. We had a walnut tree like right across the street by our house. And there was a, you know, fine paper-like cover outside of a walnut right before they mature that, you know, we would take from the tree and then, you know, taste it, and it's bitter. So that taste is in my sensory memory right now. Same as tomato stems. Like if you touch a tomato plant with your hands and like play around and then smell your hands, you're going to get a very unique tomato stem smell. And that's like embedded in your mind now. So from now on, every time you taste an olive oil, if there is that distinct smell or taste in it, that's how you recognize it.
Aha.
Do you know what I mean?
I think so. Yeah. Your tomato example worked well. So yeah. Okay.
So like in our olive oil early harvest, for example, I get the notes of freshly cut grass, tomato stems, the walnuts that I mentioned, and unripe banana. Like when you peel an unripe banana, again, touch the cover and smell it. That's the smell. But again, like I said, this all depends on experience. Like even if you spend 20 years, but you don't know the smell of a tomato plant, you won't be able to detect and recognize it. So one suggestion I have for people who, you know, love olive oil or like food in general, and, you know, want to make critique of things. This is what I was told in this olive oil school that I went to in Spain that I just mentioned to you before our interview. Is you know, get your hands out there, touch everything, smell everything, taste everything, and that's how you develop like your sensory memory, and that's how you become, as people say, sommelier. But like, you don't have to have a certificate to be one. You just go out there and taste stuff and try to memorize and remember those smells and tastes.
I love that. And I was talking to somebody earlier this week, and we were talking about food pairings, and that was similar. They had a similar answer, which was be curious, taste things, touch things, smell things, and be curious. There are a lot of similarities to wine in that process. And I just wanted to clarify one thing you mentioned is the timeline from the olives arriving to being processed. Every minute counts there, because you need those olives to get processed as quickly as possible to keep them fresh and flavorful and robust and not let them basically spoil. Correct? Berk, you've given us a lot of good information. So now it's your turn. What can we do for you? Let's talk about website. Let's talk about where to find you on social media. Let's talk about how to buy and where we can buy your olive oil.
So we're available online at heraclea.co. There's no M in the end. A lot of people miss that, and then they're like, we can't find your website. Where is it? We're available online. We will very soon be available on Amazon, which I know some people choose when they want to shop. Prime 2-day delivery is amazing.
So let's go back. You mentioned the website. You mentioned where to buy it. Are you on social media? Can we find you, follow you, tweet to you? So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
Yes,
which of those are you on, and how do we find you?
We're available on all social platforms that you mentioned, and our what do you call it? Profile name or
profile name, username, handle.
Username handle is the same across all platforms, and it is We Are Heraclea.
We Are Heraclea?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I appreciate your time, and we're going to look for you online. Congratulations on Amazon, and we're going to find you on social media as well. Berk, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much.